Hello and welcome to the Retro Bear Christmas special, where in this episode I'll be showing you how to hack your PlayStation 1. Yes, one of these to be hacked with one of these. But first, it's time for the Retro Bear Christmas special. Hello everybody, and a very, very Merry Christmas to you, wherever you may be, whatever you're doing at this moment in time. Believe me, I won't want to know exactly what you're doing at this moment in time. But yes, from the Gaming Pantry, a very Merry Christmas to you. And you've just joined us in time to discover the annual switching on of the Game Pantry lights. So, without further ado, rubbish. You can't even see them. You see that there? If I turn that off, hang on a second. Turn this one off. Hang on. There you go. You get a better idea of what it is. But yeah, there's too much light in here, so I'm going to put those back on. Oh, there. Anyway, there we go. Just trying to do something a bit different, so I'll leave those on in the background. It may happen, it may not. You can see them in the telly. There you go. Yes, welcome to the Gaming Pantry and a very Merry Christmas. We are on air once again with this festive edition of Retro Bear. And it's going to be a fairly short video. There's not really an awful lot to be said this week. I know a lot of people will be doing their own Christmas messages and things like that, which is great. So this is going to be hopefully something very, very similar. But there are pickups. Oh yes, there are pickups. Yes, despite saying in my last video that last one probably would be the last one before Christmas, there was a opportunity to go out on the 14th of December. Small amount of pickups to show you, and we'll tie those in with the Christmas theme. No Christmas game in the background, but we do have NBA Jam on the Mega Drive, which you can see beavering away. You can see that one fully complete, this one, and I've got this also on the Super Nintendo as well. And I think memory should be correctly on the PlayStation 2. Yes, I can see it there. So I'm not sure why I've got that game so many times. I don't even like NBA Jam, but as you can see, when has it ever stopped me before? Yes, so this is a sort of Christmas episode, and I should really apologise because I was hoping to try and get a sort of Christmassy game-themed one done, which is what I tried to do last year, and I wasn't able to do so. So next year, hopefully, I'll try and do that again. But I'm not going to tell you what it was because that'll spoil the surprise for next year. Yes, it's just you sort of think you work these things and just too busy at this time of year to do anything. But I've had a shave since the last time, so I've been not that busy to not sort of tidy myself up a bit, but I am officially now off work for a couple of weeks, which is great. Oh, honestly, that's been one long slog this year. It's been a strange year, but I'm not going to go into yearly things, so I want to do that next week. So yes, all it really sort of this video is to sort of to say thank you for all the Christmas messages people have passed on to me. In return to you, I wish everybody who's tuned in during the course of this year a very happy Christmas. I'd also like to wish you in advance a happy New Year as well, and I hope that 2020 brings you much joy, happiness and prosperity to you all. And I hope you do enjoy Christmas. Now, between Christmas and New Year, I'm hoping to do, if there's if there is a chance to do a Christmas, sort of a gaming Christmas episode. By which point, I may have had some gaming-related stuff for Christmas. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm getting for Christmas this year. It is an absolute mystery to me. I have no idea at all. I've got no clue. Usually, I've got an inkling. This year, I have no inkling whatsoever. So it's going to be rather exciting. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen on Christmas Day. So there may be, like there was last year, an opportunity to do a video shortly afterwards. If not, will there be any more pickup before the end of the year? Possibly so. I'm thinking maybe last weekend of the year, but I don't know whether there'll be much point because a lot of people won't have been going into charity shops. I was out today very, very briefly to pop down to the town, and I popped into a couple of charity shops and they'd got nothing new, and I've been in there at the weekend. So my suspect is that people won't be dropping stuff to charity shops now. They'll be running around getting last minute presents, and it may be sort of after Christmas, indeed probably into the first week of January, we're going to start seeing stuff going in. And also, you know, places like CEX and whatever are just going to be sort of like raided for cheap Christmas presents for people. So we shall see. But I did go out on the 14th of December, which is why this episode is going to be a bit longer than the sort of standard Christmas message. Did go out on the 14th of December because I did pop into one of the big shopping centres near us, the Merry Hill Centre, and they did have a CEX, so I thought, well, I better pop in there. I also popped into Game on the off chance because I'd heard a couple of people say that they were running a sort of current generation, and by current generation I mean PlayStation 4, where some of the games they were sort of doing buy one get one free on second hand. And of course it turns out when I got in there that the only ones they got were flipping FIFA games, and I don't play the FIFA game I've got anyway. And somebody often mentioned that there was possibly a PS4 copy of FIFA 19. Well, I didn't play the FIFA 18 I've got anyway, so that was a waste of time. And I didn't do much charity shop poking around, and there's been nothing really the last couple of weeks. I've been very, very sort of slim, but I did pick up some CEX stuff. I spent 10 quid. I got 8 games for 10 quid. A little bit more than I like to spend, but we shall plough on regardless. But yeah, this will probably be the last ones this side. Well, this will be the last lot this side of Christmas anyway, because it's the 23rd of December today. I am not going out on Christmas Eve. No. And then after that, yeah, possibly this weekend. So what would I be doing for Christmas? Just before I get on to the games, what would I be doing for Christmas? Very little, actually. Christmas Eve we'll probably spend with Mrs. Bear watching lots of telly. We tend to watch a few Christmassy related films, as I know many people do, to try and get in the mood for it. Eat ridiculously stupid amounts of cholesterol laden food, which is fine because it's not as if I've done anything else throughout the year. It's not, you know, another week isn't going to make a difference. So that's what we tend to do on Christmas Eve. Not do an awful lot. Clear off to bed about midnight-ish. Wake up the next morning, and a typical sort of Christmas day for me is to wake up, open presents, make dinner. Just be me and Mrs. Bear this year on our own, just the two of us. Christmas dinner, watch a bit of telly, and fall asleep. Yeah, that's it. We don't do an awful lot. Not very exciting. I mean, she says, "Oh, go for a walk." No, we'll go for a walk. And then I don't know what will happen after that. Whether with Christmas Day being Wednesday, with a Boxing Day, I shall probably go to the shops. I don't think so because there probably isn't going to be anything that I'll want. Most, you know, CEX will, if they are open, will obviously have very little in there. And I had to go back 1 year, a couple of years ago. I had to go back to take a Blu-ray I bought there, which didn't have the Blu-ray disc inside. Can you imagine that? I think I bought a number of things at the time, and they put the stuff in one box, but they didn't put it in one that. So Mrs. Bear opened it Christmas Day. There was nothing in it. So I had to make a special trip back on Boxing Day to go and find it and take it back to them. So there's that. It's probably also... No, that's probably going to be it. And then whether I'll go at Boxing Day or not, I don't know. I may leave it until probably the Friday before I go anywhere. Depends how it goes. Depends how much need I have for fresh air. There won't be an awful lot inside, that's for sure. Yes. So that's yeah, very, very simple Christmas. We don't, you know, we don't sort of splash it out a bit. We don't sort of socialise. My immediate family. My dad spends Christmas with his partner. With his wife. My stepmom, and my sister's overseas. My friends have got their own sort of arrangements. So it's just a very, very simple Christmas, just the two of us, and we shall enjoy it best we can. So that's a little insight into how boring. No, it's a great Christmas. Honestly, it's the sort of Christmas that we enjoy, and it's the sort of Christmas we've done for years now. And we've been together nearly, how many years have we been together now? 18 years, nearly 18 years now. And it's the sort of Christmas that we do year in, year out. Just a couple of us, just the two of us, and enjoying each other's company and whatever Christmas Day brings. So that's it. Right, let's remove the pickups then, shall we? So that's that. This is the Christmas pickups. Well, I say Christmas pickups. It will be Christmas pickups now. 14th of December, and 8 games altogether. 10 quid spent, all from CEX. 2 different branches of CEX, mind. So this is a couple of Xbox games, and the first one, absolutely not influenced by the cover whatsoever. Outlaw Volleyball. Yeah, I don't know. If you've ever seen the Outlaw series, I think I've got Outlaw Golf somewhere, and I think... Have I got Outlaw Tennis as well? No, I've got Outlaw Golf. I haven't got Outlaw Tennis. I think that's the only one I'm missing so far. Yeah, it's not the greatest condition box. This was £1. If you like volleyball, this isn't a game for you, because it's not going to be anything like it. It's like sort of like Dead or Alive volleyball. Dead or Alive Extreme volleyball. I think that's what it was. And keeping the sports theme to go, yeah, you'll notice there's no manual with that one. I was quite disappointed, but I don't think I was complaining too much at the time. I should have put it back, in all fairness, but I shouldn't. I didn't. We got Street Hoops on Xbox as well, and someone's written all over the inside of this 10406, which possibly was their prison number. I don't know, but it's all complete, nicely done. Again, that was £1. I haven't seen that one before. I don't think it's not licensed or anything. There's no sort of like NDA guys in it or anything. So now GameCube game, yes, GameCube game. Yeah, I love GameCube games. As soon as I packed my GameCube away and the collection into not a sealed container, but a box, I keep adding games to it. So I bought this for £1, which was Red Card. It's a game which I've already got on the PlayStation 2. I don't own it on the Xbox yet. I thought I did. It's also got a broken bracket on the inside, which is a bit annoying because the manual just sort of slips out. But everything's there as it should be, as you would expect. There's the back. I don't know. I think it's meant to be sort of... it's full of special moves and things like that, which I don't particularly like in football games anyway, because you can't do them in real life. But it does say it's got 50 international teams, FIFA Pro license, national teams, national players, and real stadiums like Saitama, Daegu and Niigata. Yeah. They all roll off the tongue, don't they? It's not exactly Old Trafford, you know, White Hart Lane and Highbury. Yes, I do know 2 of those don't exist anymore, but, you know. It'll always be White Hart Lane. Highbury, to me, you can call it the Emirates and the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, all you want. One PS2 pickup this week, which is great because this is now fills my PlayStation 2 wall up completely. I got one of these on the Wii a few months back, and I made a right pig's ear of pronouncing the game, so I'm going to call it Cabela's Big Game Hunter, the 2005 Adventures Edition, with a picture of a rather angry looking bear. That's Retro Bear on Christmas Day, when he gets nothing gaming related. This is a well-worn version, as you can see. This was £1 from CEX. I'm quite intrigued by these games. I don't like the concept of hunting, before anybody gets into that whole sort of hot potato hunting type thing, but I don't know, it's a sort of game that if you're going to pick up collection wise, you got vast amounts of it. I've got 3 now. I think I've got one on the Xbox. I can't quite see from here now because it's I don't think I've got one on the Xbox, possibly. That involves standing up. I'm not going to do that, but definitely got one on the Wii and now on the PlayStation 2. That was £1. Yeah, I don't go along with the concept of it, but I don't know. I thought that was quite. I thought it'd be more expensive. I thought those games hold a bit more value than they actually do. Now, 4 Wii games this week, which is great, because I didn't think I was going to get many more before the year was out, and all of a sudden I picked up 4. And believe it or not, 2 of these games were probably the reasons I actually went out looking for stuff than not. Had I not checked the CEX stock the day before, I wouldn't have gone anywhere. I'd have stayed at home. or I've gone, I had to go shopping anyway. So if I'd gone shopping, I would have avoided going to these places and just sort of picked up what I needed to pick up. But no, Muggins here checked the stock and thought, I've got to get that game. I've got to go and get it. I knew that I can't leave those behind. So I'll show you those two last of all. Let's show you this one first of all. And this game has gone up and down in value so much in the last 2 months or so. It's gone between sort of £5 and £1.50. I've never known a game move around so much. I picked this up for £2. Yeah, two quid I picked this up for. So I think I got in just near the very, very bottom, but I think I know I missed out at it at a lower price now. I think it was £1.50 before, and I didn't pick it up. And this is Aqua Panic, which is action puzzle plus fun equals 100% addiction. Oh dear! And it looks like I think the cover is slightly water damaged as well, which I don't know if that's an effect, but no, it looks like it's definitely water damaged. But it is complete, and there's the manual and the disc. And a huge cyclone has thrust all the fish out of the sea. So it's very much what's going to happen in a few years' time when global warming and climate change really grip the nation. The world, even. Your mission, save the fish and help them back to the ocean. Which may just involve sort of going... And if you're trying to pick up a bigger fish... I don't know. People would argue this is a fishing related game. You're probably correct, actually. There's a picture of a shark on the front. It's mentioned fish on the back. 6 environments, 90 levels, 11 wild tools, 1 adventure mode, 1 free mode, 1 survival mode, 1 multiplayer mode, and 1 Depeche mode. Challenge your friends in the multiplayer mode. 100% fun. If not, we should be writing to Nico Entertainment, who are based in France, and questioning their advertising blurb. Now that was £2. This one I leave stuff behind, and I left this one behind ages ago because of the. I'll show you why. This was £1, and you're probably thinking, why do I leave it behind? I usually buy crap like this without even thinking twice about it. So this is My Body Coach with the lovely Valerie Orsoni on the front. She's a nutrition expert and Hollywood celebrity coach. Well, I dare say she's not heard of me either. It's also for my friends at Nico Entertainment, who have a lot to answer for this week. This is sort of one of these fitness games which I spend a lot of calories going out and buying and then putting on the shelf and then leaving there. Now, interestingly enough about this game, I saw it a few weeks ago and I left it on the shelf. Why did I leave it on the shelf? Well, I'm glad you asked. There's no game title on the spine. It can't be particularly rare in a misprint because this game was only £1. There's nothing. So I've opened the inside up. There's nothing on there. No reversible cover or anything. It's not a reprint. But yeah, there's no sort of thing on that, which is really weird. There's also nothing on the back to say it shouldn't be sold separately. Because occasionally you see those sort of things there, and it says, don't sell separately. It comes with a balance board or dumbbells or something. No, I don't know. So I thought, well, I'm not leaving it behind for a second time. Because if I do leave it there and then find out later it's worth £50, then I'm going to be shooting myself in the foot. I guess it's worth what I paid for it, which is £1. So I've not heard about it being particularly rare or collectible. So. We'll see. Right, so the last 2 games I got for the Wii this week. These are the ones that I specifically went out for. One because I hadn't seen it before, and the other one because it's a sort of game that I like to buy. That'll get your brains going, because you'll probably be sitting there thinking, oh, hang on a second, it's going to be something really, really, really rubbish, isn't it? It's going to be really... What sort of games does he buy? Fishing games, horsing games, dancing games. It's got to be something like that, and it will. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Right. So the one that I went out for, I'd never seen before, is this one, which is the Hardy Boys. Nothing to do with wrestling. And the Hidden Theft, which is the Adventure Company premium game. Now, I've never come across this one before, so it actually looks like whoever got it obviously had never come across it before either and didn't want it, because it's absolutely immaculate on the inside. I like the art. I like the artwork on the disc as well. It's very nice. A nice flame effect across it. And I've got no idea. I must admit, I didn't read the Hardy Boys when I was a kid. I was actually read more Nancy Drew books. Don't know why. But yeah, it's team up with America's favourite detectives, the Hardy Boys. The vault at Spencer Mansion is unexpectedly robbed, and the Bayport police call on the Hardy Boys to help tie up some loose ends. But things don't go according to plan, and the two find themselves caught in the middle of a major criminal investigation, taking them all over Bayport and even into New York City. Join Frank and Joe Hardy in an unforgettable adventure as you help unravel the mystery behind the multi-million-dollar theft. Yeah, so it sounds utterly generic. But yeah, so that was £2. I hadn't seen that one before. Now, the other game, have you had to think about what this could be? Well, if you said dancing game, if you said horse game, if you said fishing game, oh dear, we're out of lives. For £1 and what potentially could be the last pickup of 2019. And yes, I did rush out to buy this, and I was cursing myself when I left the Maryhill shopping centre to go back to my town centre that I should have gone to my town centre first, because this may have gone. Not because it's a particularly collectible game, it's just that I haven't seen it in the flesh before, and somebody might pick it up as a cheap Christmas present. They didn't. Thank goodness it's going to go on the shelf. It's Girls' Life Sleepover Party with 60 activities to play with your friends, and the joke's on them because I haven't got any. It's brilliant. It's also balance board compatible. Fantastic. Yeah. If you're a new viewer, this is the sort of crap that I buy. But if you're after a complete set, or you know, I say complete set. I mean, we're over halfway to a complete set. Might as well carry on, haven't we? It's taken me 4 years to get this far. I might as well keep going, haven't I? Absolutely immaculate on the inside. Then there's a shocker. Throw the perfect party. Get ready for non-stop entertainment with all your friends. Oh, this is brilliant, isn't it? Organise your personalised party, choosing from over 60 unique activities. You can have for up to 16 players. Wow. I mean, that puts its game playing time beyond absolutely most games that I've come across. You can choose a cool theme from Halloween to Hollywood, from birthday to beach parties. Fun, fun, fun. Play great games both on and away from the Wii console, including Consequences, Who Am I, and many more. So obviously not very well known games, because they can only name 2 on the back. Everyone's a winner in this game. Earn cool awards at the end of each challenge by showing off your party game skills. And just for those who are still watching, there's the back of it. Yeah, El Squiddo for this one. £1. And I've got no shame. I've got absolutely no shame in buying something. I know most people wouldn't touch that with, a shed full of barge poles, but no, that's the sort of thing I pick up. That's the sort of thing that just sort of makes me go out and say, I've got to, that's the fun of it. That's what I enjoy game collecting. I buy the obscure, the weird, the completely rubbish. Not because they're completely rubbish, because somebody's got to buy them, haven't they? Somebody at some point has paid full price for that, I expect. Might not be your cup of tea. I've got no idea at all. Anyway, so that was it. Yeah, 8 games for a tenner. That was the 14th of December. And that is it. That's all I've got to show you. And there's been nothing else since then. So, yeah, what else remains to be saying? Well, not an awful lot, really. That's it. So thank you very much indeed for watching. That has been a sort of Christmas special, mostly pickups, but what can you do, eh? Just haven't had time to do anything special this year, I'm afraid, which is a bit of disappointment. But once again, it remains me to be saying to say, as I say, thank you very much indeed for watching. Do take care, and once again, from the Gaming Pantry, I'd like to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. And again, if I don't see you before then, have a Happy New Year, and I hope that all your Christmas dreams come true. But this is Retrobear saying thank you very much indeed for once again letting me into your home, stroke tablet, stroke toilet, stroke workplace environment. Once again, thank you very much indeed. Take care and bye for now.